Hello students, today we discuss IB Math SL Paper 2 May 2018 time zone 1. In this paper you should use very frequently graphing calculator, graphing display calculator, for example TI-84. My name is Nariman Malim. I'm located in Baku. Here is my mobile telephone and my email so we can communicate. Let's start. Section A, question 1. In question 1 you should find first derivative of this function, so you use booklet. Booklet tells you that derivative of logarithm x is 1 over x and derivative of minus 5x is minus 5. So this question is done. Find second derivative. To find second derivative I wrote this fraction in the exponent form, power form, and easily find derivative. Solve first derivative equals second derivative. So we write expression for both derivatives, multiply both sides by x squared to get rid of fraction, and then we see quadratic equation. A is minus 5, b is 1, c is 1, so we use standard formula. We choose only positive x and then give answer to 3 significant figures. Question done. Right. Here we have biased four-sided die is rolled. The following table gives probability for each score. Find k. Here we use idea that total probability should be equal to 1. So we write total probability equals 1. We add probabilities and find k. Calculate the expected value. Expected value equals value times probability. So 1 times 0.28 and so on. So 247. Question done. The die is rolled 80 times. On how many rolls would you expect to obtain a 3? So this is binomial distribution. Actually, how many times is NP? N is number of trials and P is probability. So 12. Right. Question 3. Find the area of shaded region. So area of shaded region is area of sector minus area of triangle. Area of sector is fraction of area of a circle, which fraction? Theta over pi, and area of circle is pi r squared. Area of triangle is half one base, one side, another side, and angle, sine of angle between them. So we use these expressions. Substitute expression into the difference, right, and we simplify it to this form: 8 theta minus theta y. Area of shaded region is 12. Find angle theta. So we simplify our expression when it is equal to 12, so it becomes theta minus sine theta 1 over 1.5. So we use calculator. And I will use calculator in the following manner. So y1 will be x minus sine x, and y2 will be 1.5. So let us see how the graph looks. So let us find second trace, and we use intersection. So intersection left boundary will be this one, enter, and right boundary will be this one, enter. So solution is We didn't get solution because it is just guess. Solution is 227, so we copy 227 in the answer sheet. So don't forget to press enter several times and read what the calculator says. Right, question 4. So we have a quadratic function. Write down the coordinate of vertex. So normally vertex is at 0, 0. Here it is raised up because we add 5, and because we subtract 1 we should move x to the right, so it should be 1 bigger. So 1, 5 is coordinate of the vertex. So function x squared looks like this, and the graph G intersects f at -1 and 2. So sketch this function. Let us sketch this function. So what we know? We know that first of all it is inverted parabola because coefficient in front of x squared is -1. We know 3 points. We know vertex and we know intersection 1. We can calculate y. We know intersection at 2. We can find value of 4. So we have 3 points and we sketch parabola through these points. Question 5. Question 5. In question 5 we will use Venn diagrams. Two events A, B. Probability of A is 0.62. Probability of intersection is 0.18. Find probability of A, intersection of A and B, not B. So A and not B is this shaded area. We know probability of A. We know probability of intersection. Sorry. So we subtract 0.62. We subtract this common sector 0.18. We get 0.44. Done. Given that probability of union of A, B not, so it is external part 0.18, find probability of A that B not B happens. So this conditional probability is given by this formula. Probability of not B equals probability of this part that we found before and external part. So we add, and probability of A is 0.44. Next question. Question 6. So we have triangle. In this triangle we know two sides and area. Find the largest possible perimeter of triangle. So area equals half AB sine theta. Theta can be either acute or obtuse. So the third side depends on this angle. It is the biggest when cosine is minimum. So when angle is obtuse and cosine is negative. So we choose this obtuse angle, we get value of C and we find perimeter. Question done. Exercise 7. So we have such power, and key's maximum point is xk, has coordinate xk. Given that xk plus 1 equals sk plus a, find a. So maximum of this power is when sine is 1. Sine is 1 when argument is pi over 2 plus 2 pi n, or x equals 1 plus 4n, or difference between elements is 4. Hence find the value of n such that the sum is of these elements is 861. So we have arithmetic sequence. Correct formula for this sequence is this one. Let's check. So when n is 1, first element is 1. So to find sum of arithmetic sequence, it is n over 2 multiplied by sum of first and last element. So we do it, and we are getting quadratic equation. To solve this quadratic equation, we will use apps. And so in apps we use polynomial simultaneous for, enter, and here we use polynomial root finder, the first. Here we can choose, but no need to choose. It is quadratic equation, so we go to next. So we should put a1. a1 is 2. a2 is 2. a1 is minus 1. Enter. And the last one is minus 861. Enter. And we go to solve. So we get 21. So this happens when n equals 21. Question done. Question 8, section B. Section B should be done on separate papers. Let us find the solution of section B. Right. In section B we are given data of logarithm and logarithm 1, and we should find a and b, a regression equation. So find a and b. We do it with calculator. First let me find the solutions. Right. So first we press start. Nothing works, so we press second mode, and now we can press start. So we press start. Here we need edit, so 1. So we should insert this value, so 110, enter. First column 208, enter. 43, enter. 603, enter. Then something happened wrong. What? Start, edit. What? It didn't like something. 1.1, enter. 208, enter. 4.3, enter. And 603, enter. Now we go to the right. 563, enter. 522, enter. 418, enter. 341, enter. Finished. Now we again press start. Now we go to calculate, for example, and we can choose 8 regression, line regression, so 8. Here we just confirm L1, and here are results. But here be accurate, because A and B are confused. So constant is minus 0.453, and B is 614. So we copy these values with 4 significant figures, and we answered. But when we give answer, we give 3 significant figures. right? Next, use regression equation to estimate y when x equals this value. So we substitute into our regression line formula 357, then we take x e to these powers and we calculate and we get 261. Very easy calculation. So formula y equals kxn, find n and k. So we copy this formula, take logarithm of both sides, and we realize that a equals n, so we copy this value, and logarithm k equals b. So we again take e to this power and we find k. So these are answers to three significant figures. Question 9. The weights in grams of oranges grown in orchard are normally distributed with mean 297, 79% more than 289, 9.5% more than 310. So I have drawn this bell shape distribution. I put this value 289. So to the right is 79%, to the right is 9.5%. Find the probability that oranges are between these two values. Okay. Right, sorry. Okay, so we need probabilities that we are in here. So we should subtract from, we should change this percent into decimal form, 0.79, we subtract 0.095 and we get probability in between. This is the answer. The weights of oranges have standard deviation of sigma. Find the standard test value for 289. So what for standard normal distribution, what is the value z for this? So the values that give us less than 79, so 79 less is 21. So probability is 0.21. We should find z. So we use inverse normal distribution. So second verse, inverse normal is 3, array is 0.21, and the rest is standard distribution, so we don't change anything. Right, and this is the values that we get minus, so z is minus 0.6. Right, now hence find the value of sigma. So we know that for 289 z is this value, so we substitute into the formula for z, find sigma very easily. So this question is done. Okay, the grocer at local store will buy the weights exceeding 35 percentile. To the nearest gram, find the minimum weight that orange that the grocer will buy. Okay, so he is buying the right side, and we can find what is the boundary. So probability will be 0. So value probability will be we use inverse normal. So second verse, inverse normal, enter. So array is 0.35. Mean is 297. Standard deviation is 9.9206. Enter, enter, enter. So the value is 293. So we found this minimum value. Right. The orchid packs oranges in boxes of 36. Find the probability that grocer buy more than half oranges in the box selected at random. So here we have binomial distribution. More than half means value of x is 19, 20 till 36. With success 0.65. Probability of more than 18 equals 1 minus x less than 18, probability is 0.65. So we use cumulative binomial distribution, second verse I guess. We go not up but we find binomial cumulative, enter, trial 36, probability 0.65, value 18. So we get some value, but we need 1 minus this value, so 1 minus answer. Answer is second and this minus. So we got the value. The grocer selects two boxes at random. Find the probability that the grocer buys more than half of oranges in each box. So probability of two events, independent events, is product of probability. So we should actually take our answer and square it. Then we get this 0.911. So done. Okay. Last question is about this function. So function is drawn from minus pi to 2 pi. It has period 2 pi. So maximum a. First question is we should find this maximum. To find this maximum we will use calculator. So we just write here y clear up. So 12 cosine x, 12 cosine x minus 5 sine x let us draw it. We should zoom in, zoom out. No, first zoom. Zoom out 3. Press enter. Without pressing enter, it will not zoom out. Why I zoom out? It looks very small. Let us zoom in again. Okay, so we need windows. We need from minus pi to 2 pi. Enter. Very good. Now we need zoom in, zoom out. Put it away. Okay, so we need maximum, this maximum. So we go trace maximum 4. So we go to the left of the maximum, enter. Then to the right of the maximum, enter. Press several times, and finally we have this maximum. So at this maximum we have 13, value of 13, and x is minus 0.394, 5. Right, very good. We are asked to find amplitudes. So we understand that our function goes from maximum 13 to minimum minus 13, as they say here. It means that amplitude will be difference divided by 2. So 13 minus 13 minus 13 divided by 2 give us 13. Right, so amplitude is 13. Period, of course, is 2 pi, because they say. Hence find, write the function in this form. So amplitude we know 13. Cosine has maximum at 0, but it is shifted to minus 0.95, so r will be plus, so 3.95. So we have this function. Shift, we just add shift. This is how it is done. So a ball on spring is attached and pulled down and released. This is distance for the ball. Find the maximum speed. Okay, so let's see. So speed will be first derivative. So first derivative of our function, let's concentrate, right, okay, first derivative will be minus 13 sine x plus, so we understand that maximum will be 13, minus 13. Find the time when the ball speed is changing at rate of 2. So rate of changing speed is acceleration, it is second derivative, so we write second derivative, and using graph we can find intersection and find the solution. So test is over. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time.